she's realizing, hold on, I don't think you're the right fit anymore. And maybe that's because you got complacent. Maybe that's because you're boring. Maybe that's because there's no sexual tension anymore. Hey, what's up, bro? So in this video, we're going to talk about the specific signs that the girl that you like or the relationship that you're in, she wants to break up with you. So how do you know when a girl wants to break up with you? And we're going to get a girl's perspective. We're going to get Nikita's take on this. Okay, so let's say you're with a girl, you're dating a girl, you kind of, maybe it's 10th date, maybe it's a relationship, whatever it is. How do you know if she wants to break up with you? How do you know if you're getting to that point where she wants to break up with you? What signs should you look for? Well, there's a few signs. Firstly, you need to look at communication. So is she constantly all the time getting angry at you, getting frustrated? And it's not just happening one day, it's consistently. She's finding things to get angry, she's frustrated all the time. It's almost like she's a different person. Okay, but it's almost like she's telling herself in her own head, she's looking for reasons not to like you anymore. She's looking for reasons to be frustrated with you. Okay, that you want to look at. Okay, if that's happening consistently. You might want to fix that communication. You might want to ask her what's going on. But if over time she just never ever wants to speak and she's always frustrated, she's always angry, you could think to yourself, okay, is this going to lead to something more? Is this going to lead to her wanting to break up with me? Okay. Now, also from the girl's perspective, what do you think a girl can do or would do, or girls that you know, if they want to break up with the guy? What are some signs that are happening that the guy can almost see it and maybe even fix if he sees it in time, what the girl's doing?
Well, the first thing I actually thought of when we started speaking about this subject is that she'll start not wanting you to see her messages, keeping her phone to herself. When she goes to the bathroom, she takes her phone with her. It can be something like that. She's snapping at you quickly. She's looking for things to argue with you about. She's threatening to break up with you a lot, like threatening, That is signs that she obviously is leaning towards breaking up with you.
For sure. And when you notice these things, look, all you can do firstly is try communicate, try see what's going on, try see if you can fix things, try see what you're doing that's actually bringing this out of her.
Or if you can do anything to improve. To fix things. And look, maybe also she actually met another guy and now she's realizing that other guy is better than you in her head, and she's actually frustrated about that. She's even angry at even herself, but she's realizing, hold on, I don't think you're the right fit anymore. And maybe that's because you got complacent. Maybe that's because you're boring. Maybe that's because there's no sexual tension anymore. So again, did you do something that led to that to happen? Okay, but you want to talk to her about all of this, but also look at her life. If she's starting to go out a lot more, if she's starting to party a lot more, if she's starting to do all these things a lot more that she wasn't doing as much before, you can think to yourself, why? Why is she being extra social over these last few months? Why is she going to all these places and doing all these things, dressing up a lot more? What's going on? Is she having the mindset of she wants to potentially meet another guy? Okay, what's going on? You can use these as signs of, okay, maybe a breakup's coming, but don't get too stuck in your head. Just think to yourself, can you do something to fix it? Can you do something to improve? Can you communicate with her? Okay. And let me ask you, if you've almost made up your mind of, look, I want to break up with this guy, or I don't think it's going to work, is there anything that the guy can do to change it? Is it basic communication? Is it him trying to speak to you, see where you're at? Is there nothing that can happen? Well, I guess you guys can sit down and you can ask her all the things that are bothering her and things that she would like you to do different in a relationship. If it has to do with style, if it has to do with the way you speak to her, if it has to do with how you're always on your phone, if you're not taking her on dates, if you're not doing the small things, then I guess that it can be fixed if you really sit down and have a conversation about it and put in the effort.
Exactly. And also you need to think to yourself, is it something that you did that now she's giving you signs that she wants to break up with you? Did she now catch you almost going to clubs more, socializing more, speaking to more girls than you usually would, being a bit more flirty with some girls? Is there things that you actually did that because she's noticed it, now she's giving the signs that she wants to break up? And that's why communication is so important. Whenever there's friction or friction between you and her or frustration,
always the best way is to just speak to her, not get angry or call her out. It's just like, look, I noticed something's going on. Like, let's speak about it. Is there anything that we need to change? Or because I do care about you, because I do love you. So you want to bring that communication in. If you never bring that communication in, chances are those signs will lead to an actual breakup.